You're listening to this episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment. It would greatly benefit the show. Hello and welcome to Movie Bears with the Farks Brothers. This is Kirk.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Nick.
And we're joined by Natalie Tran, actress and content creator. This is the interview segment.
So, Natalie, you're a big deal. People probably know that, and that's mostly why folks are listening. This part will have come out after we've already debated friendship. So, how do you know the people that you're in this garage with?
I have known you guys for a while. I can't remember the first film. I think that was 2019 we did. That was Mind Vacation.
Yeah.
And then I did another film, Pint-Sized Professional.
I turned around and looked at a poster because I couldn't remember.
and then I did Number One Stan. So 3 films, right? Is that it? Did we do any more?
That was the math I did before we got to this interview.
Wonderful.
And you're, just so for context, you just finished your sophomore year of college, UT Austin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
And when you started acting before we met you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been acting since I was 5.
5?
Yes.
Wow. I didn't know you started that young, yeah.
What did you start doing? I've got a 5-year-old. What did you start doing when you were 5? What
Yeah.
should I be pushing them towards?
Yeah, my first show was at, the theater is now called Artistry, but it was called Bloomington Civic Theater, and I did The King and I auditioned with my sister, because she did theater, and I'd always been singing since I was young, so my sister auditioned, and they're like, why don't you audition too? Because, The King and I, there's a bunch of Asian kids, so why not try out? And I sang because it's a musical, and I ended up getting in. Both me and my sister got in, but then my sister actually ended up dropping the show because she wanted to do a different one, but I kept with it. And then after that, I just kept acting, and I remember on the drive home, I started crying to my mom, like the drive home after closing, and I said, please look for more opportunities for me, I really like this. So I've just been acting ever since.
You were 5 and you articulated it that way?
Well, maybe I was just like, I liked it.
Okay, sure.
Again.
Are you doing a kid? Do you do voices?
I do, yeah.
Have you done voiceover?
Yes.
What kind of characters? Sorry, I didn't get your full oeuvre. I've only been a part of some of it. But thanks. What voices have you had to do?
When it comes to voiceover that I've done professionally, it's usually just my voice, like reading, like, or maybe a children's book, like, oh, and then the big brown bear went to whatever, blah blah blah, or it's like, did you know that this leaf is green because da da da, stuff like that. Or I've done a few characters, but like, I don't know, just like kiddish voices and stuff. But I can do, I feel like I'm pretty good at some impressions, but I've never like gotten to do them for any.
What impressions do you think? Wait, don't you do them on your short form sometimes?
Sometimes, yes.
What's some I like, apologize that I.
No, you're all good. I think I don't do them that often. My best one is definitely Lois Griffin.
What? Okay, from Family Guy.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Peter, what are you doing, Peter? What is going on? Okay. Oh my gosh, Peter, no!
How would she soothe Stewie?
Soothe him.
Yeah, like because he's always trying to murder her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So soothe him from murdering her.
Yeah, like trying to stop him from murdering her.
Stewie, let's hear me out. Okay, I do a lot for you. Okay, please just leave me alone. Stewie, there's more to life than this. You're better than this. No, this is not you, Stewie. Please.
Yeah. Okay. When did you start doing impressions? You weren't doing this when. Well, maybe you did do them when we knew you, but.
I don't know if it's a thing that I necessarily started doing, like, I'm going to do impressions now. It's just kind of something that I like to do, and I think I've discovered as I've gotten older that I can do more voices, but I've always been, like, I don't know. I change the way I talk all the time. Like, if I'm ever, it kind of depends on my mood, but sometimes I'll be talking to people and I just won't even talk my normal, I'll just be talking in accents, like, all the time. Like, I'll just never talk like myself a lot.
Because you're in Texas?
Well, actually, no, I mean, people in Texas, well, at least in Austin, they don't even have an accent. So, like,
sure.
I was actually kind of surprised. I was expecting, like, a little bit of twang. But the only people that have accents are, like, if they're from maybe Houston, I can hear a little bit of the twang. Or, like, I know someone, I think she's from, like, I don't know where she's from, actually. But she is more like a southern drawl. But most people there don't have accents, which is interesting.
Because you're in Austin, which is a metropolitan city, where and do you get outside where's the campus in UT Austin?
It's right by downtown Austin. Okay. So it's very
like 6th Avenue. Is that the place where everyone goes and drinks down there?
Yes, it's pretty close to there, I would say.
I've been there, so I must have been close to the campus. I wasn't looking to go to a camp. I was there for work, I think, or a conference. So
yeah, 6th Street.
6th Street. Okay. When did you start? What do you have any other impressions? I don't want to like lose.
Yeah, I mean they're all so random. I mean like I actually just recently discovered this when I started like practicing it more, but I can do like a pretty good SpongeBob laugh, like
Okay.
I feel like I'm pretty good at like the nasally voice characters. I can do pretty good Mickey Mouse, Elmo. I can do like various Minecraft noises.
Wait, Minecraft noises?
Yeah, but I'm best at like the villagers. So if you're like hitting a villager, attacking them, they go like.
Have you played Minecraft?
Yeah.
Do you play video games as a college student?
Not really, honestly. Everyone always asks me that because I Twitch stream and stuff, but like I never actually play any games on them. I have played some games on stream before, but I feel like I enjoy just talking more. But I used to be more of a quote unquote gamer when I was younger, but recently not as much.
Wait, so you play video games on Twitch before, but not as much now?
I've played video games like a couple. I don't stream that often anyway.
Got it. Because you're more focused on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Are you on any? What are the other social medias you have to pay attention to as a person in your position?
I'm on all of them.
Okay.
So, but I mostly focus on my Instagram, which is ironic because that's actually the one platform I'm not monetized on. I'm literally monetized on everything else except for Instagram. But that's I don't know. I don't know. TikTok and Instagram are my biggest platforms, and then like I just repost everything to every platform.
Yeah, make one thing and then put it on.
Yeah,
all of
exactly.
Them. We do that with this podcast.
Oh yeah.
We put it on YouTube, and it's not. Why would you watch this on YouTube? Because you have it
It's
on in the background
only.
at work.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know what.
Yeah.
Well, it's audio only, so why would you watch it on YouTube?
But people do it. YouTube is a podcasting app like the purple one and the green one. I refuse to say the names of some of them.
Well, you say YouTube.
I know. I should have said the red video watching one.
Yeah.
Why? Because it gets like shadow banned or something?
No,
we just want to be sponsored.
Can you, yeah, we want to be like you, Natalie. That's why you're here today.
Yes.
We're interviewing to understand. So when were you getting the influencer status before you went to college, or did that happen at college?
That happened at college. It happened after my first semester during winter break. So first semester was like completely normal, and it was funny because I still would get recognized, obviously not for social media. Well, actually, yes, for social media, but people would like, I didn't have a following or anything, but people would like recognize me from Instagram because I guess I just like followed people around campus. They're like, "Are you Natalie Tran? Like, I've seen you on Instagram." And it's just funny because then obviously that like got ramped up because then I actually was known for like posting videos.
Were you posting as much then, or just how
I literally
regularly?
I was just posting like for friends. I had maybe like 3,000 followers just from like, people I know in real life and working with people. I never posted any like reels or anything. I really just posted pictures, my acting stuff, my modeling stuff. But I never actually did social media until it was December 22nd. I had a video blow up, and I've had videos on TikTok here and there do pretty well. But that one blew up, and then I just kind of kept doing it from there, and I got a platform, and then eventually, like a month later, I was really reluctant to start posting on Instagram because people on Instagram are really mean, but I was like, I might as well start posting on there too,
Wait, what does that mean?
Like people on Instagram, it's interesting because I've known this, but now I get a firsthand account of seeing the different types of people on every single platform. So people on Instagram Reels are like way meaner, and like people know that it's like if you're like addicted and you're scrolling on Reels, like you read the comments, like people are so mean on there. So that's why I was scared because also my content's kind of like I think it's a little more tame than it used to be. It was very like rage baity, like cringe bait at first. And I knew people would be so mean about it.
We're a little older than you, so we're going to need some things explained to us. When you say why was it cringy?
Well, I think if you watched my stuff, it's purposely cringy. Like, I mean, in a Tim Robinson way almost, it's like I was purposely playing like a hateable, unlikable character, which people would then associate me with that character and be like, "You're so weird, I hate you, I'm gonna kill you." I don't know if I can say that. I know you want to get sponsored, but
we've said much worse things that would,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure you don't. Sure you don't. So tell us about some of the other social medias, how people are on there, because I truly do not have a perspective of this.
Yeah, so Instagram, honestly, people are funniest on Instagram, which is kind of why I like it the most. I don't know if I actually like it the most. Whatever. I've just always liked Instagram the most. That's what I've always like posted on. Because I feel like everyone's on Instagram, like young and old people. TikTok is definitely a younger audience, not as many adults on there. Very Like, have you heard of like copy pasta? Do you know what that means? Or
I don't know what copy pasta
Copy pasta
means.
is just like, it is basically just like the same comments. People will recycle the same jokes over and over and over again. I'm like, it's not funny. There's no originality in that. Like, people, it's just, it really annoys me, honestly. I mean, that happens on Instagram too, but I think more so on TikTok because it's a lot of young kids and they see something, they see a comment, oh, it got thousands of likes, I'm going to comment that too. And it's just like the same comment over and over and over again. And it's like, okay. But
Aaron Sorkin said on The West Wing that good writers adapt, great writers steal.
Yeah, I mean, that could be the case, but I think it's funny if you steal something, but then add a little twist to it to make it your own.
Well, you're making your own videos. Are you making them always? I noticed the one I saw today when I see you most when I log into the JK account. I have my own personal account, but then I have to go, Kirk and I both have to go manage content on the JK account. And I saw your video. It was Pop Stars. It looked like a sponsored video because it was about a can of something.
Yeah, that one actually is very that's like very abnormal to what I usually post, but that one was a project I did with my friend. She came up with the concept and directed it and everything, and I helped her produce it, and I starred in it. That feels stupid. I was in it. And then
you're a character and then you're a model in it. Is that the right way to say it?
Yeah. That was just more of to show what I do outside of social media, but typically all my other content's like very different from that. That was a very out of the blue post for you to see, actually.
I saw when I knew you were coming on, I've tried to like, okay, now I have to look at one today. No offense, but it's like
I have to look at her stuff.
To me, you like. We also know Sally Ann, who we're working with as DP on a project coming up, and she is a contemporary of yours. But I've had to adapt my thinking because we knew you guys as children. Obviously, you have driver's licenses now, and great. You're going to be directing in no time and have a full-time job, I'm sure, in 2 years. What do you want that made me veer wildly off into, what do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to do in 2 years when you get out of college? Are you planning to get out of college in 2 years? Or are you even considering going back if you can, break in big enough doing other things?
Yeah, well, I do plan to finish the 2 years at college unless something really big happens. And this is kind of something I've talked to people about. When it comes to social media, I'm like, unless I got something so huge, I'm going to stay in school. But when it comes to acting, I mean, I'm literally in school for acting. I'm signed with Gersh in LA. So like they've been getting me some big things. And if I booked something big enough, and it would require me to miss a lot of school and
like a series?
Yeah, like a series or And I mean, acting school is really strict with attendance. And this is something I've talked to my professors about, but it's strict with attendance. So if I did book something and I had to miss, a long period, I might not even be able to go back and be in the program. So at that point, I would drop out. But I mean, that is looking ahead, who knows? Maybe I'll never book anything and be sad in my whole life.
Well, then how did you book Frogman? I'm going to jump around. You just did Frogman, right? Was that through local or was that through Gersh?
That was not through Gersh.
Suck it, Gersh. No, we love you guys. We'd love to be
love Gersh. No. But that was through, they just reached out to me. They reached out to a friend that knew me, and then my friend was like, hey, they want to
A local friend?
Audition. Yes. Because it was all done in Minnesota, so.
No, but wasn't it shot over in South Dakota?
No.
Oh, they did shoot it in northern Minnesota. Okay, that's right.
Yeah, we shot in Stillwater and then.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and then in Minneapolis.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I hope that's not a spoiler. What I saw a character name on IMDb when I checked. What's your character's name?
Lucy.
And can I ask how many days you did on the project?
Ooh, it was 2 weeks though, I think.
They shot for 2 weeks and you were there for 2 weeks.
I think so. Yeah.
So you don't get killed too early in the movie. Is that what I'm?
No,
thinking?
I'm not. I don't die.
What? You're spoiling it.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's a spoiler. I don't know.
Why would you say that?
Are you a lead in this?
Yeah, you could say.
Oh.
I mean, I'm not like the lead, but I think there's three main characters. And
You and Chelsea Grant and who else?
Oh, Chelsea actually doesn't have as big of a role in this one as she did in the other one.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Sorry, cousins.
I mean, she's still big,
here.
but she comes in later in the movie.
Okay.
It's me, Alexis Alada, and Nate. Oh my gosh.
Timashuk.
Yes.
I don't even know if I'm saying that right.
I think that is how you say it.
Have you worked with him in your 9-to-5 job?
I think so. But I for sure worked with him before I had a 9-to-5. This is like MCTC days. I know Anthony Cousins from MCTC as well.
MCTC always comes back.
That's a good group. John Karsko.
Whenever you're on the show. That's great. Nick went to MCTC.
Okay.
Yeah.
and it's come up more and more recently, which is great because Anthony, your director, went to
Mm-hmm.
MCTC, and I remember the one of your shorts that I was thinking of earlier. You're on a date with a male feminist, and
Oh,
he's trying to split. That's usually what your content is like.
Yeah, pretty much. That one was actually all his idea.
Really?
Yeah. But
I'm sorry.
typically, well, no, I mean, you're good. Like, that is, I do a lot of the same type of content, but just like flipped around. But yeah, we collabed that day and we made some videos, and that was one of his ideas.
What do you, okay, so some guy finds you on the internet, sends you a message like, hey, I'd like to make videos with you, and I'm in Austin too?
Pretty much. Well, that one was when I was in LA because his name is Malcolm Kellner. He's actually also from Minnesota, which is funny.
Hey, Malcolm,
But-
come on the show sometime.
Oh, yeah, honestly.
Oh, yeah, we're going to ask you to recommend someone at the end of this segment, so keep that in mind while you're
Oh,
answering other questions until then.
Okay, I will think about that.
Yeah.
But that was actually when I was out in LA for VidCon. But a lot of times what happens is like someone follows you, you'll follow them back, and you'll be like mutuals for a little bit. And then maybe someone will DM the other person and be like, dude, I love your stuff. I'd love to collab. And then usually the person's like, I love your stuff too. I'm totally down. And then you meet up and collab. And it's interesting. Like, I'm still pretty new to this social media world. Most other people have been doing it for like at least 4 or 5 years. Like, I've only been doing it for a year and a half. But it's been interesting to see how the collabs work because some people it's like, yes, I have this idea and this is the script and this is what I want you to do. And some is like, oh, what should we do? And sometimes you meet, neither of you even have ideas, and then you come up with the ideas while you're together.
You've had all those experiences?
Mhm. Yeah.
That's good. When you meet up to do videos for a day, let's say you spend, what do you think? Is it more like 4 hours or more like 8, or is it more like 2? And if so, what would be the the output of time like that?
It's more like 1 to 2.
Okay.
And yeah, it really depends. I just did one, which it didn't do as well as I wanted it to, but I did POV where you're trip sitters. It was a part 2 to like a previous video I did, which did do really well.
Okay.
And I did this new one. I think it didn't do as well because it was a little too trippy, like because I spent a lot of time editing it. So filming it didn't take too long, but we did have a lot of ideas. So I don't know. We maybe spent like 30 minutes filming. Which is honestly pretty long. Usually, sometimes videos I will like quite literally do in like 3 minutes because it's like, here's what I want to do it. And then I take like 2 takes. I'm like, okay, that's perfect. And then there are other videos where it's like more meticulous and you have to do lots of takes. So this one was a longer-ish filming process. But then the editing process, it took me like 2.5 hours to edit it, I think. Just because like that editing was kind of the main thing of the video. Usually that's not most of my videos, it's the acting. That's
What was
the main
the
thing.
concept of Trip?
So yeah, it's POV where you're trip sitters. So we're saying things like, "Bro, you look crazy right now." Like if you're tripping on like acid.
Oh,
yeah.
drugs?
Yes.
Oh
Okay.
my, I've never heard of such a thing.
Oh yeah. So it's like, "Bro, you look crazy right now." But then I like edited it to make it all scary looking and stuff.
What's VidCon?
VidCon is a video convention, and it's pretty much all social media. I think they're mostly focused on YouTube. It was definitely at its peak like 10 years ago. But yeah, so everyone I was talking to, they're like, bro, VidCon fell off. It's not cool anymore. But I had a great time just because it was my first. Well, I went to TwitchCon before, which is another convention, but I'm less involved in Twitch. I'm more involved in like more the other social medias, so I felt a little more at place there.
Did they reach out to you to go, or do you just know to go?
Well, here's the thing. Actually, I was kind of mad about. So they have a bunch of featured creators, and I was like, how the heck do I become a featured creator? I want to be a featured creator. I actually applied because you could apply to be a featured creator, and then it was like, do you want to be considered for invited guest too? And I was like, yes. And I submitted that. I never heard back. And then VidCon was coming up, and I was like, I want to go, but I don't want to like pay for my own ticket and everything.
Yeah.
So I DM'd my Meta rep, which is like not a manager, but there's someone else who represents you through Meta, and they'll help you with things. And
Do you have to pay for that?
no.
They come to you because you're...
they come to you, and it's very interesting how it works because I was like, why does everyone have a meta rep? I want a meta rep. Apparently I had one, I just wasn't connected with her yet, which is so interesting. I don't know. It's really weird. I don't really know how it works. But I DM'd her, and she was like, oh yeah, fill out this form. So I did get to be an invited guest, but I had to pay for my own flight there and like find a place to stay, which I was fine with.
You have a 1099, right? You're writing that stuff off against your
Yes.
business? Okay.
Yes.
Do you do all your own taxes as a young person? No.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, this past tax season was the first time. I mean, not the first time I've done taxes, but the first time I've done taxes with like, making as much money as I did.
Yeah, the level of income you're getting from this.
So luckily my parents are nice and they did it for me. 'Cause
Wow.
I don't really know how to do that stuff. But
Did you help? Did you stand there while they did them?
it was interesting because I thought I was gonna have more input than I ended up doing it. I think they just gave up and realized I'm useless and did it themselves.
Okay.
So yeah, I was gonna get an accountant because my friend was really recommending getting an accountant that specializes in social media stuff, but my parents were very adamant about doing it themselves. So I was like, okay.
Did you do their own taxes themselves? Like, is it like they're comfortable doing that, and
I think they do everything themselves. I think we
Okay.
do have an accountant.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't really know.
I'm an
honestly.
adult. You're sitting on in the exterior garage and on the property. We pay someone to do our taxes, and it's just one of the ones you could hear on the TV or the internets. You would go in there, and because of my LLC/1099, I have to pay hundreds of dollars to get my taxes done.
Are we concerned about getting TurboTax as a sponsor? Because I was gonna talk.
I don't care. Oh, you're talking about how they suck?
Oh, I ditched them this year. I thought because they keep saying you can get this and that. No, wait, no, you got to pay more for that. And then all this by the next thing you know, it's like hundreds of dollars. And I found a place that does it for like $50. I forgot the name. We can get them as a sponsor.
We should get them as a sponsor.
Yeah, great.
And if they can get
It's
our
like
taxes,
Fed something. I'll look it up for next time.
it's good. Hyper local is like here's some BS I've heard, and I want you to tell me because you're on the cool social media crowd. Are things going to move more local? Like, what is the trends in social media? Are people going to look? Here's the reasoning I've heard, and you tell me if it's BS.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the rise of AI, deepfakes, yada yada, people are going to look for what is already in their community that they could latch onto, and things will start to homogenize that way. Or is it going to be you're big in Austin and you're big everywhere? Or are you big in Austin specifically?
Oh,
Do you know?
Okay, I see. I have not really heard that before. I mean, I think
Probably BS.
I would say it's BS just because like I'm not. I mean, yeah, there are certain influencers that are like New York influencers, and there's like people that are like I do content about I'm from Asia and I talk about Asian stuff. But like at least for me, I feel like my content is very. I mean, I don't really talk about where I'm from. I mean, like I will make content about like being a UT student sometimes, but even then, like majority of my audience doesn't even know like that I go there. So I think it depends on what your niche is, but at least for me, I don't think that would ever be a thing just because my content doesn't really have anything to do with where I'm from. And like, if it gets pushed out, like, yeah, maybe it'll get pushed out to people in Austin more so just because it's like, oh, we'll have mutual followers and stuff. And then the algorithm will be like, da-da-da, you might like this person. But I think in general, I mean, my top audience, like in terms of analytics, is New York.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that's the case for most people. I think everyone I know, their top audience is New York.
There's, I suppose, more people
Yeah.
there. Are you aware of your demographics in terms of age and other things?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mostly look at Instagram. I should look at my YouTube analytics more. On Instagram, my main age range is 18 to 24, which makes sense.
You're
like that.
18 to 24, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
20.
yeah.
So that is good. And then the second biggest is whatever, I think 13 to 18.
Oh,
that
younger
range
than
is.
you.
Yeah, and then I think the next one is 24 to whatever the
Bracket above
bracket
you
is. Yeah.
That's
I
how it
think
is on
so.
our show. We have the bracket of like what's closest to our age, and then we
Yeah.
have the bracket below us.
Mm-hmm.
And I always look at that 18 to 24 and go, how do we keep growing in the, because once you get them and
Younger.
then they get older.
Uh-huh.
The older people will eventually, yeah. I want to ask about how you got in with your school. Is that your school newspaper, the Texan Daily?
Yeah.
Is that your friend writing articles for you?
Daily Texan.
The Daily, excuse me. Sorry.
Yeah, no, those are not my friends. Well, I mean that sounds so mean. They're not my friends. No, they're just people that reached out to me and like wanted to write about me.
Yeah.
I've never asked anyone to like write anything about me.
Cool. Question: you had a lookalike contest at a frat house?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And I was actually just thinking about that recently.
I hope everything is for good reasons or bad reasons.
No, for good reasons.
Oh,
Well,
thank
I was
God.
just thinking about that recently because I was like, I took videos and I was gonna make a video like like POV, I just had a lookalike contest and it was gonna be funny, but it's like that was so long ago and I never made the video that I'm
It
like.
wasn't that long ago. It was like in February, so that's when the article was dated.
I guess it was February.
It's July. Then this will probably come out in August.
Yeah,
But
I guess it was February,
sorry.
but it's like it's just so late. People are like, why are you posting this now? I mean, I guess I could edit the video, but it's also just because that's when lookalike contests were trending, and now they're not.
I missed that.
Yeah.
I was
Well,
shoveling
it started,
snow.
and actually, it's my friends that started it. Anthony Poe and Tamir Omari. I mean, it was Anthony's.
These are your friends.
They're like other content creators.
Hi guys.
And oh my gosh, now I'm mentioning Anthony on a podcast. He just was on a podcast and he mentioned me and Tamir. And now I'm mentioning them. Wow. We're all taking turns. Tamir's turn next. But he did a Timothy Chalamet lookalike contest, and Timothy Chalamet actually showed up. But
I heard about that.
Yeah, that went like viral. So and they were both a part of that, and I was so mad because if I lived in New York, I probably would have been a part of it, but I don't live in New York.
You live here in UTA.
Yeah. But
so you did do you go to the fraternity and say, hey, can I do a lookalike contest here?
So basically what happened was it wasn't just a lookalike contest. It was my 1 million followers party.
Yeah.
And I already had a venue because I was trying to get a venue for free. I didn't want to pay. So we were going to do it on because we could either and I wanted to have it in West Campus, which is like where all the apartments are, like right next to the school, just because that's most convenient. I don't want to have people drive like 30 minutes for a party. No one's going to come. And I also only opened it up to students. I didn't tell the public about it. We had a venue and I was nervous because it was the courtyard of an apartment. And we were like, hey, can we host something here? And they're like, yeah, just, there's not really any process to book it. It's just first come, first serve. So we're like, okay, we're going to be there at that time. And just if anyone's there, we're kicking them out. But I was a little nervous because it wasn't a rooftop, it was a courtyard, so there's still apartments around. I'm like, oh, I hope there's I don't think they realize I'm hosting like a big party here. And
you had hundreds of people at this thing?
Yeah.
Trying to look like you?
No. There was no theme to the party. It was like, this is just my 1 million followers party.
Oh.
And then there was a lookalike contest that I did advertise.
Okay.
And it could have been it was a little disorganized, I think, because that stuff was just hard to organize, but also just because we had to change the venue because so first of all, I had to cancel the party the day that it was supposed to be because I was really sick. And honestly, it's a good thing that I did cancel just because like the venue and stuff, and then we pushed it a week back, and the morning of the party, the venue calls us and they're like, it's off because I guess someone that lived there snitched and they're like, oh, we don't want them making noise here at night. Which I get, but it's also just like, we did call you beforehand. We said, is it okay to host here? And you guys said yes. So I was like, and the people I was planning the party with, they're texting me, oh, I think we have to cancel it. I'm like, I can't cancel it for the second time in a row. Are you kidding me? I already had to refund a bunch of people that couldn't come anymore.
Because you sold tickets, I saw in the
and I'm like, so I can't. And honestly, it's like, I wanted to just have it be free, but the amount of money we spent on that, I barely made any profit. So I was like,
you made profit. I'm proud of you.
Dude, we made a little bit. I was like, I need to charge for this. I was like, no, we can't cancel it. I'm figuring something out. And I started looking up on, what is it, event space? I don't know, one of the like peer space, I think. I started looking for locations, but nothing was working. So then I was like, a frat house. Frat houses, whenever I go to frat parties at UT, they're like,
what? You go to frat?
I'm making myself sound like a hoe.
Whoa!
Yeah, I don't think I would have thinking that.
No, just for funsies, just for fun. Just like once in a while. I don't go that often, but
Are frat parties, like, I assume they're not, I'll come out. I was in a frat in college.
Oh,
they make fun of me for it. My
well,
brother's
technically,
here.
weren't you part of a co-ed?
I was part of a co-ed international business fraternity,
okay.
but we had a house on campus.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's different, I think.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Than being part of like man frat.
No, we just finished overcompensating on Jeff Bezos' streaming service. Have you heard of that show?
Yes, I went to the before party for before they had one of the premieres, but I couldn't actually go to the premiere because it was during South by Southwest.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But I went to the party thing and I met
Benito?
And yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But
is he a cool guy? He seems
really
cool.
Yeah, he was really cool. I never actually watched the show, but I should because I've heard really good things about it.
The frat that they depict in the show is I would say homoerotic. Is that fair to say?
Well, I haven't seen it.
Well,
Is
I'm,
it?
I'm
Yeah.
asking our dear brother Nick here.
I would agree with
Yeah, you know the premise of the show, I'm assuming?
I just know it's college.
Yeah,
That's kind of it.
It's 34-year-olds playing college students. Very, very funny. I'll say no more. You were doing stuff for South by Southwest?
Yeah, actually, I had a panel for female creators that were either alumni of UT or go to UT. So I was talking about my experience in that. So that was cool. And then from that, I actually had to ask around a little bit, but from that I got a free platinum badge. So then I was able to go to
Nice.
everything, which was awesome.
What did you cover while you were on the panel to?
Yeah, I talked about content creation and acting and how acting helped with content creation and vice versa. They had other questions, mostly talking about social media. Trying to think what they asked, but there were two other girls, and then the moderator, and it was pretty diverse because I'm a comedy creator, and then they had more of a lifestyle creator, and then they had the CEO of Snoop Slimes, which you guys probably don't know what that is.
Nope.
But like y'all ever like ASMR and stuff?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
where they
so-
make the noises. For
Yeah, they
people
make the
to listen
noises
to.
and stuff. So like the slime was like a huge thing. It still is pretty big, but like it was a huge thing
Gross.
a couple of years ago.
Do you know what
not-
Nickelodeon is?
yeah, duh. What do you
They
mean,
used
do
to have
I know?
slime people.
Yes. No, but not that type of slime. It's like it's
Okay.
like fun slime,
Like
like play
gack.
with it slime, not like
Gack?
yucky.
Yeah, like gack. You know what
What
gack
kind of
is.
drugs are you doing?
I was like, gack. You know what
Sorry.
gack is.
I think gack is a
Type
I
of slime,
don't.
yeah.
I believe you.
That sounds like a drug.
Yeah, I think it is in some
Back in
like
the day,
sci-fi thing.
maybe.
Can you give an example of how you've either gotten an acting job through content creation or the vice versa, whichever you prefer?
Yeah, it happened over this past winter break. I got reached out to by his name's Grant Mateo, and
Hey, Grant.
Hey Grant. He was doing this film called Fox Hunt, and he reached out to me. I think he emailed me, and I was like, yeah. So he sent me the script. I'm like, this is cool. I'm down. And I remember my mom initially was kind of suspicious. She was like, because I flew out to Maryland for it.
Whoa.
And she was like, you're flying out, like you don't even know who these people are.
Did they pay for your flight?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So
he
it's
was
real.
yeah.
Ish.
But he I mean I knew it was legit because he's an actor himself. I like looked at his social media. He's like also a filmmaker, and he's my age, and he's been in some like big movies and stuff. So I was like, I know this isn't like a scam. I'm not being flown up by like creepy people. So and it was cool. So I was like, yeah, I'm totally down to do it. So that's an example because he found me on social media, and then now we're friends. So it was a really, really fun experience.
I'm a father of 2 daughters, so I want to ask this question. How do you avoid creepy people in what you're doing? I would imagine you're exposed to, like, I'll give a different example. We've had actresses on the show who are closer to your mom's age. No offense to them or your mom. And they were saying they get creepy messages. And I was like, wow. Yeah, like our show's mainly listened to by guys. Guys don't think about that. So I like to ask sometimes, since you brought it up, like, I have to evaluate if this person's creepy. How do you do that?
Well, before we talk about that,
Oh, sorry?
well, I was also just gonna say.
Oh, because you got the acting job.
Yeah, well, I was also gonna say like Frogman. I also got because Anthony had seen me on social media.
Yeah.
But that's it. Then I'm done with that. But in terms of creepy people, I mean, there is no way to avoid them. The DMs will come in and you will see them. But I mean, at least I actually don't check my DMs on like any other platform except for Instagram. I'm like such an Instagram. Oh my god, I'm talking about Instagram so much. But
You
that's
got a
just, I
million
don't know, it's just,
followers
like,
there,
yeah,
right?
that's just
So-
that's just like the main. I feel like for a lot of creators too, that's kind of their main hub. It's usually TikTok or Instagram, and then YouTube. If your main thing is YouTube, you probably do long form. But if you're doing short form stuff like me, it's TikTok and Instagram. And that's also like where brand opportunities come in, and like they'll DM you on Instagram. But luckily it separates it into like priority messages. So it's like I have my messages with like my friends, my mutuals, and then I have like general folder, which is messages that I accept but I don't want them in my priority. I can put them there. And then there's hidden, which is like all the other messages, but then within hidden there's still like 3 different categories where it's like priority, hidden, and then like all messages, and then hidden messages, whatever. So luckily I'm able to I'm not like bombarded with creepy messages all the time. I can kind of choose when I want to read them and when I don't want to read them. But I mean, Luckily, in real life, I haven't had too many experiences with people being super creepy. I mean, like yes. I mean, just being a woman, you are gonna get that.
Sorry.
But I guess like me being a content creator, there's been not very. I mean, I'm lucky, but also just because I haven't been doing content for that long, and I'm kind of doing my own content, like, you know, in my own house, my own place. But once I move out to LA, there's probably gonna be more instances like that. Like
That you're planning 2 years just to go to LA?
Yes. Yeah. My last semester will be in LA because I'm doing like a study, quote unquote, abroad thing. I don't know what to say. It's not abroad, but
A conservatory, or what do they have terms for that or something, don't they?
yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah. So like my program is kind of conservatory style training, but at a public university, and then our last semester will be spent in LA. So then after that, I just plan to stay there. But yeah, when I went to VidCon, there was only one creepy encounter I had. This one guy, he was just like, he was all over me. He was drunk, and I was like, "You are drunk. Get away from me." That was the only
You go to frat
thing.
parties, though. That's not how they are. Are they good at frats?
I
assume.
honestly,
I hope.
like, again, I don't go that often.
She's never gone, mom and
Yeah,
dad.
I've never gone to a party in my life.
I went to a frat party. I pledged my frat when I was a sophomore, just so I'm getting that out there.
Yeah,
I
mean,
would have just started if I were your age now.
I mean, yeah, there's some instances of people like getting too close to comfort, but I'm just like, okay, bye. I feel like I'm pretty good at shutting it down if it
What's
gets
the
too much.
funniest message that you can flame
What?
someone with, right? Well, there's got to be like
there's creepy messages. I don't think there'll be
there's gotta
funny
be a
ones.
like
what?
No, I get a lot of funny ones.
Oh,
honestly,
okay.
my messages are mostly like, I don't know, they're kind of all over the place. I get like really nice ones from girls being like, "You're so funny, I love you," and then guys being like, "Oh, I love your content. You make me happy when I'm sad." And there's people being like, "I want to smell your feet. I want to lick your toes." It's like really, really weird stuff.
That's gross.
Yeah, but funniest message? I don't know. I'm sure there's funny ones that I've missed because I don't check too often. But there was this one guy that sent me this like super, and I actually mentioned this on. I did like another podcast thing, but it was my own podcast episode that I just did once for fun. And I talked about him there, but he messaged me this really long thing being like, "Oh, you're so stupid," da 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 da, just this whole thing like roasting me, being like, "How are you gonna expect to? You're an actor. You want people to take you seriously? Like they're not gonna take you seriously if you post this shit. You're so da da da, like slur, like bad words, or whatever." And I'm like, okay, and I just replied, I was like, "Please stop flirting with me. I'm uncomfortable." And he would just like keep sending me mean stuff, and I just like, I'm not interested. Sorry. But and then it was like months. And he like kept sending me mean stuff like from time to time, and I just reply like, dude, like.
You know, this is a real person, not a bot.
No, it's a real person, yeah.
I don't think a bot would be that
then-
specific.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty good at like differentiating when things are bots or not, because now I just see it. But I have been fooled because there are some comments like on TikTok, you'll get a bunch of bot comments, and some of them are like good because they use AI to analyze the caption, and then they'll comment something based on the caption. And sometimes it's very like realistic. I almost replied to one, and then I went, "Oh, that's a bot," which is kind of scary. But then with that guy that was DMing me, I like jokingly was like flirting with him and stuff, and I ended up like switching him around, and he was actually he apologized. He was like, "I'm actually sorry. I didn't mean it. I was drunk." And then yeah, I was like, "What?" And he was like, then he started flirting with me back. I'm like, "What is even going on?" So that was a funny thing. I usually don't reply to the hate though, unless it like really makes me mad or something.
How do you avoid burnout from all of this engagement all the time?
I do have burnout, not like horrible burnout, but I mean recently I haven't been posting as much actually, just because I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to film anything, I don't want to do anything. But then when it comes to the engagement, I mean, I just won't check my DMs sometimes because sometimes it just makes me mad. Honestly, it's not even the mean messages and the mean comments that get me the most. It's just the annoying ones. There's a lot of really annoying people. I'm also, unfortunately, someone that just gets annoyed easily by people.
What's annoying? What would be an example of annoying type message one might receive?
And the thing is, like, y'all aren't even gonna understand it. But again, those like copy pasta comments, I'm like, shut up. They say the same thing over and over and over again. It's like, put the fries in the bag, bro. You got this many likes in 1 hour. Pack it up, unk. Like, it's just like the dumbest comments ever. I know, you don't even know what it means.
Yeah, I know.
Pack it
like-
up, Unk?
Yeah, like, oh my gosh.
Like uncle?
Yeah, uncle.
Okay.
Unk is what they call older people now.
Oh, really?
If you're like over the age of 19, they're gonna call you unk.
Sweet. I was calling myself Unk when I was in my 20s.
Oh.
I was an uncle,
Just come
so-
back around,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
I am an aunt, so I guess it's accurate.
You have an older sister.
Yes, and an older brother.
Okay. Boy, do you have a niece or a nephew?
I have a nephew.
Do you like? How old is this nephew?
He's 9.
Okay.
Yes.
That's so you've seen like a lot of stages of young life.
Yeah, which is interesting. It's weird. Sometimes I talk to him like I can't believe he's a person. And, like I still think of him as like a little baby boy that doesn't remember anything.
I will be quite honest here, and I went through that with my younger child because I was like, "You're a baby, and then when they start talking more, and then you get family that tells you that it's weird.
Yeah.
What a delightful thing to bring us to almost a close on. I'm going to give you the last thing, brother, but when you're in your 20s now, when you're in your 30s, what do you want your career to look like? This is a time capsule moment, theoretically.
Well, actually, and this is a good segue as well, Tim Robinson is a big inspiration for me just because, and I honestly didn't discover him that long ago. I discovered him maybe like a year and a half ago, kind of at the beginning of when I was making content. So now I feel like my humor, I wouldn't say like similar or on par to him, but like definitely inspired by him. But like I have so many things I want to do in my future, but one thing is like, I think it'd be so cool to make a sketch comedy TV show, like do something like that, like something like I Think You Should Leave, or I want to act in movies, I want to act in theater, I want to be in Broadway, I want to do a Netflix series, I want to do all this stuff, I want to do podcasts, I want to stream, I want to make videos, I want to make long form, I want to make short form. I literally want to do like anything related to content creation and being a performer, like just whatever I can get my little hands on, I want to do it. And I also want to be known as not the girl that does XYZ, but I want to be known as Natalie Tran. She does all this stuff. I think Donald Glover is also a big inspiration for me because like he does literally everything I just mentioned, and just having a career like that would be super cool.
I'm glad Childish Gambino came back.
He's famous again.
Hey, it just shows that I'm hip. Nice.
Do you think he was famous and then like not famous anymore?
I think he had
like
a run.
Gambino went away,
yeah.
and when he ended Atlanta, there was like a fallow period. He produced some stuff, and I guess Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but he put away Childish Gambino for a while.
Okay,
so
yeah.
I remember when Childish Gambino first started like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
you were, no offense.
Yeah, I wasn't very confident.
You were getting into a play, I believe.
Yeah, I know. I was doing The King and I wasn't listening to Childish Gambino yet.
I can imagine having met your mom and spent time with her, how she'd react to some of Childish. Is she into that type of music?
No.
Okay.
I mean, maybe like Redbone or like Me and Your Mama she'd like, but not Bonfire.
Sure.
Yeah.
This is America.
Yeah, thanks. To wrap things up, Natalie, we always ask our guests, who would you recommend for us to have on the podcast?
I know, you told me to think about it, and now I don't know. Do they have to be Minnesota based? I mean,
it helps because we are an in-person show for the reason of building community.
Do you know who Ava Justin is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe her.
She just made a horse movie with Max. What's his name? He's an unk.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen. Yes, I think I know who you're talking about.
Justice for Horses. I don't think that's what it's called.
Joy for Horses.
Joy for Horses. Oh, it's
Justice.
close.
Yes.
No,
Joy of Horses.
Joy of. Oh, you got the preposition right. That's important. Yeah. Thank you. We will. This is a good reason to reach out to her because I know I'm connected with her mom. I didn't have the same interaction with her that I've had with you over a couple of different projects. So, are any of you friends with her directly?
No,
I've worked with her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. In your other context.
Yeah. At the 9 to 5, and then prior to that, like on like freelancing as like
she does a lot.
Yeah,
she's out there.
Yeah, and then I mean, if you want another one, he's another influencer in Minnesota. My friend Liam Miller.
Little Miller.
Liam Miller. Yeah.
Does he make content?
Yes, he does. He makes content. He's very big. He has like 8 million on TikTok.
Ooh, wow.
He makes comedy content, and he also is a singer. And he just released a single actually. So
nice. We'll have to check that out. Reach
awesome.
out to him, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Natalie. This will be the last thing people have heard.
Well, thank you very much, everyone. Had so much fun.
Thank you for listening. For more JK Productions, find us on Instagram at JK Productions Team and on Facebook, JK Productions MN. Join us next time for another bait.